So this video is integrated 3. It's the chapter 10, homework 7, binomial probability worksheet. So on the first problem, it says a basketball player has a 60% chance of making each free throw. What is the probability that the player makes exactly 4 out of 6? So 60% chance of making each free throw. And then we're trying to find exactly, that's important that we see exactly 4 out of 6 free throws. So in this problem, what we're going to do is the probability of making a free throw is going to be 0.6. The probability of not making the free throw is going to be 0.4. Now, in this situation, we have exactly 4 out of 6. So it's 6 trials. So we're going to go 6 choose 4 times our success to the power 4 and our failures to the power 2. Our success in this case is 0.6, making a free throw, and not making a free throw is our failure, which is 0.4. And I'm going to put this into a calculator. I'm going to be using the Desmos. Okay, so in this situation, what we're going to have, let me just adjust my, so what we're going to have is we're going to be doing combinations. We're going to do 6 choose 4 times 0.6 raised to the power 4 times 0.4 raised to the power 2. And we get 0.31104. 0.31104. And that is going to be about 31.104%. That's going to be our answer. So a class has 7 students. What's the probability that exactly 3 of the students were born on a weekday, Monday through Friday? So for this one, we want probability of weekday B-day, which is 5 out of 7. And then probability of weekend B-day, or basically not weekday. And that is going to be 2 out of 7. Now, we always want to pay attention to the wording. So in this case, there are 7 students, and we want exactly 3 of the students to be born on a weekday. So in this situation, 7 students, we're going to go 7 choose. We want exactly 3 of them, so 7 choose 3 times our probability to the power 3 times our probability to 3 plus 4, which makes 7. So I'm going to have 5 sevenths and 2 sevenths. So I'm going to put this into the calculator. And when I do, I am going to, let me do 3. Here, I'm going to refresh this. Okay, so I'm going to be doing 7 choose 3 times the quantity 5 sevenths to the power 3 times the quantity 2 sevenths to the power 4. And we get 0.08499. So let me just write that on my paper. 0.008 499. So basically that's going to push it to, let's say, 50. Okay. So I am going to get, let me pause this. Okay, so I'm going to get about 8.5% as my answer. So an archer has 25% chance of hitting the bullseye on a target. What is the probability that the archer will hit the bullseye? Exactly 3 out of 5 times. Okay, so exactly 3 out of 5 times hit the bullseye. So the probability of bullseye is 0.25. Probability of not hitting it is 0.75. We want exactly 3 out of 5. So that's going to be 5 choose 3 times 0.25 to the power 3 times 0.75 to the power 2. And I'm going to put this into my calculator. So let me clear this out. And we're going to do 5 choose 3 times 0.25 to the power 3 times 0.75 to the power 2. And we end up with 0.087895. And let me write that onto my paper. And that is about 79%. On number 4, a hotel has 4 elevators. Okay, we've got 4 elevators. One of them is a freight elevator. When pressing the button, one of the elevators randomly services your floor. If you use the elevator 7 times, what is the probability that you use the freight elevator exactly 5 times? Okay, so we have 4 elevators total, and one of them is a freight. So the probability of it being a freight is 1 out of 4. The probability of not being a freight is 3 out of 4. There are 7 times that this is happening, that the elevator is being chosen. And we want to know what's the probability that you use the freight elevator exactly 5 times. So 7 choose 5 times 1/4 to the power 5 and 3/4 to the power 2. And we're going to work that out, put that into the calculator. So I'm going to be doing 7 choose 5 times 1/4 to the power 5 times 3/4 to the power 2. And so we get 0.0115. So that is 0.0115, which is about 1.15%. On number 5, you flip a coin 5 times. Okay, so we're going to have 5 trials. What is the probability that you get tails exactly 2 times? Okay, so the probability of tails is going to be 1/2 or 0.5. The probability of not tails, which basically means heads, is going to be 0.5. We want 5 coins being flipped. We want exactly 2 of them to be tails. So 5 choose 2 times 0.5 to the second times 0.5 to the third. Now, in this situation, both of these are 0.5, so I can really go 5 choose 2 times 0.5 to the 5th to get our answer. So let me put that into the calculator. So I am going to do 5 choose 2 times 0.5 raised to the power 5. And so we get 0.3125 as our answer. So that is going to be about 31 point, well, it's going to be exactly, so I shouldn't say about, 31.25%. Now on number 6, the desks in a classroom are organized into 4 rows of 4 columns. Okay, so 4 rows of 4 columns. Each day the teacher randomly assigns you to a desk. So there's 14 desks total. You may be assigned to the same desk more than once. Over the course of 6 days, okay, so we're dealing with 6 days, what is the probability that you're assigned a desk in the front row at least 4 times? Okay, so for this one, so I kind of just sketched out here. We have 4 rows of 4 columns. Okay, so here's the 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, with 4 columns here. And so there's 16 seats total. And we want to be looking at the probability of getting in the front. Okay, so the oops, I'm in highlight. Probability of front row is 4 out of 16. So the probability of not the front row is going to be 12 out of 16. Now, 4 out of 16 reduces to 1/4, and 12 out of 16 reduces to 3/4. So now the wording here, what we have to be careful of is it says at least 4 times out of 6. So at least 4 times means 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Now, what did we not want to find? What we did not want to find, I'll do it in blue. I'll do it up here, is 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, that's more to find than this. So in this case, I'm not going to do the 1 minus like we did in our notes. I'm going to find 4, 5, and 6 and have to do that math. Okay, so this is 6 days. Choose 4 times 1/4 to the power 4 and 3/4 to the power 2, plus 6 choose 5 for 5 days, 1/4 to the power 5, 3/4 to the power 1, plus 6 choose 6 times 1/4 to the power 6 times 3/4 to the power 0. And we're going to work this out. So let me put this into the calculator. So I am going to do 6 choose 4 times 1/4. I'm just going to put it in as 0.25. 0.25 to the power 4 times 0.75 to the power 2. Okay, plus n choose r. So combinations, I'm going to do 6 choose 5 times 0.25 to the power 5 times 0.75 to the power 1, or just 0.75, plus 6 choose 6. Now 6 choose 6 is just 1, so I don't need to do that, times 0.25 to the power 6 times 0.35 0.00375 to the power of 0, which I don't need to do. So I get 0.037, so 76, let's say. So let me jot that down on my paper. Or about 3.76%. And that's the end of this. Hopefully this helps you out.